This is a 22 News update.
Good morning and welcome to a special report from 22 News on this Friday, April 29th. I'm Rich Tatterman.
And I'm Laura Hutchinson. Two people are recovering in the hospital this morning after being shot outside of a Bank of America branch in the Mason Square section of Springfield.
The shooting happened just after 10 last night at 555 State Street. A window of the bank was shattered. Captain Cheryl Clapper told 22 News the victims are not cooperating with police, but they are expected to be okay.
The Department of Environmental Protection and Holyoke fire officials are investigating after hazardous materials were found in milk jugs around the city. Lieutenant Tom Paquin told 22 News the jug contained chemicals and materials left from the process of making methamphetamine. 11 containers in all were found scattered around the city, including Route 5, a DPW garage, and behind a fire station near Whittings Farm Road. They have since been removed.
The Massachusetts House has approved a $30.4 billion spending plan for the fiscal year that begins July 1st. The state budget proposal trims $800 million from Mass Help, the state's Medicaid program. It also cuts $65 million in local aid in an effort to close an estimated $1.9 billion spending gap. The plan also withdraws $200 million from the state's rainy day fund. There are no tax hikes in the budget. It now heads to the Senate. The president has signed a disaster declaration for Alabama, and today he'll get a first-hand look of the devastation from one of the worst storm systems on record. 291 people are now confirmed dead in 6 states, and 200 of those are in Alabama alone. Thousands more were injured. A record 173 tornadoes tore across the South on Wednesday, hitting Tuscaloosa the hardest and causing heavy damage and deaths in Mississippi and Georgia.
More than a dozen people are being laid off at the Sisters of Providence Health Systems in Springfield. According to a news release sent to 22 News, Sisters of Providence, which operates Mercy Medical Center, is eliminating 19 full and part-time positions. They're also cutting back the hours of an additional 45 employees. The organization says it's trying to avoid a multi-million-dollar budget shortfall. They also said the staffing changes will not impact the quality of care or patient safety. And efforts continue to crack down on bullying in Massachusetts schools. At an anti-bullying education forum at the State House yesterday, lawmakers and teachers renewed their commitment to putting an end to the problem. Representative John Syback of South Hadley says 99% of schools are fully compliant with the Anti-Bullying Compliance Act, which is a key step. Syback says he also plans to tackle the issue of bullying in the workplace.
One of the 8 soldiers killed in Afghanistan this week was originally from Massachusetts. Major David Broder of Auburn was deployed in February from his Air Force base in Alaska. His wife said in a statement that he was an advisor to the Afghan Command and Control Center and under NATO Air Training Command in Afghanistan. A veteran Afghan military pilot said to be distressed over his personal finances opened fire in Kabul airport on Wednesday. Broder leaves behind his wife and 2 children. New today, federal investigators have formally concluded that a Boston trolley driver who was text messaging while driving was responsible for a crash in 2009. 65 people were hurt in the crash and it caused nearly $10 million in damage. The National Transportation Safety Board also found that trolley driver Aiden Quinn tried to call his girlfriend moments before the accident and left a phone message. Quinn was fired and sentenced to 2 years of probation last December.
Police in New Hampshire say it could take 6 to 8 weeks before they receive toxicology results to help determine the cause of death of 20-year-old Krista Dittmeyer of Maine. Dittmeyer's body was found Wednesday in Conway, New Hampshire, near where her car was left idling several days earlier with her baby daughter inside. Police say her death is suspicious. The second-to-last shuttle mission is set to lift off at the Kennedy Space Center today. The space shuttle Endeavour is scheduled to launch on its final mission at 3:47 this afternoon, headed to the International Space Station. Mark Kelly will be the commander's chair as his wife, Representative Gabrielle Giffords, watches in person. This is her first trip away from the hospital and rehabilitation since being shot in January. The first family is also scheduled to attend the launch.
Here's a quick update on New England sports. The Red Sox beat the Orioles last night 6-2 in Baltimore. They're back at home tonight to face the Mariners. The Yankees beat the White Sox 12-2 in New York. And in the NFL draft, the Patriots picked Colorado offensive tackle Nate Solder with their first-round pick and traded another first-rounder. The NFL said starting today, players can talk with coaches, work out at team headquarters, and receive playbooks. And a 22 News Cone Zone alert out of Palmer this morning. Sewer repair work will begin on Church Street at 7 this morning. Church Street will stay closed until the repair work is completed. sometime this afternoon. That's the latest news this morning. We'll have updates on today's show starting at 7.
And of course, always watch 22 News at noon for the latest news, weather, and sports. And we're always online, WWLP.com. Take care.
Have a good morning. See you.